Hey everybody, it's Dave Dugdale, learningdslrvideo.com. I'm testing two different things in this video real quick. One is kind of in the background, and I'll just make you aware of it. I'm recording this with the GH4 Panasonic, and I'm recording it with the Sigma 1.4 35mm lens with the Metabone Speed Booster with the Nikon mount to a micro four thirds, which is the GH4's camera mount. So that's kind of in the background, and it's just a test for myself, but if you're wondering, that's what I'm using. So next, really what this is all about is comparing these two microphones. This is the Rode VideoMic Pro with a furry, dead cat, whatever you want to call it. And this is the Panasonic's kind of a version of it. It's a little bit more advanced than the VideoMic Pro. It comes in about the same price. I'll put the pricing down below. It's called the DMW MS2, and it does a couple of different things within the GH, and it's built like for the GH4. So, and it's got a 4-pin connector, and that's why I've got it in for testing, is because I'm having problems with the Rode VideoMic Pro to the GH4, as you might have seen in a previous video I did. But this particular microphone works designed just for the GH4, or I'm sure it works for the other GH series, but when you plug it in, it detects that it has this microphone connected to it, and you can make it into a stereo mic, you can make it into a shotgun, or like a super shotgun. I don't know the terminology what they're talking about. I only have it like in the first shotgun, which makes it more of a sloppy shotgun where it's a wider versus a really tight pattern, which I think matches the Rode VideoMic Pro pretty well. If I talk a little bit off axis, it just doesn't totally disappear on me. Which is kind of like what I like with the VideoMic Pro, and I wanted to make this kind of an even fight. But just for test purposes, I am going to demonstrate those other two for you. And I think what we'll do is, for each test, I'm going to turn on my fan, which is right here off out of frame, and I'm going to have it oscillate back and forth, and it's kind of at a 90-degree angle to these microphones. And I'll turn it on, I don't know, let's turn it on low. So right now it's pretty much pointing right at the mic, and now it's oscillating towards the camera, and it'll come back. And when it comes back again, I'll be quiet, and you can see how much sound it's rejecting. The test I did earlier, here it comes, and there it goes. Now it's pretty much 90 degrees, and now it's going away again. Alright, this is the Rode VideoMic Pro with the fan on, and here it comes. It's coming towards on axis right about now. On axis, and now it's pointing towards the camera. Let it go one more time. Now let's be quiet. Yeah, there it goes. All right, this is in the like super shotgun microphone mode, so it's a very tight pattern. So if I talk off axis, it should go off axis a lot faster. And also I noticed it was, the last test I did, it was a bit louder. Maybe because more of it's concentrated right on my voice. I don't know. Let's go ahead and turn the fan on. All right. And this last one is the stereo input. It definitely sounds different. There's more room, obviously, which is something I don't want in this situation. But if I go to the left, at least this is the left side I'm on. I don't know what it is, if it's stage left or that kind of thing. And this is the right side. It actually has an indication on here, I think, but the furry's in the way, so yeah. So definitely a different sound. It sounds lower in level to me, but yeah, it's definitely something that you could use in your kit if you're just trying to get natural sounds and you wanted that stereo kind of more ambiance, which is kind of a really neat feature that the Rode VideoMic Pro doesn't have. And you just, all I'm doing on the camera is there's just a new menu item that appears once you plug this in, and you can check, you can go between the different shotgun microphone styles or stereo microphone. All right, now I'm back to the shotgun. First off, I'm hearing a delay, so let me take my headphones off, which is really odd because I've gone to the menu and I put it on real time, and you can put on ones like your after it's been recorded or post recording, so you should hear a slight delay after the processor's done with it and all that stuff, so you can tell whether it's being distorted or not, which is a great feature. But on real time there's still a delay, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've done it twice and I can still hear the delay. I don't know why. All right, this is the VideoMic Pro. So I'm just going to talk for a little bit here so you can kind of hear the difference between this one and the other one. So basically with the Rode VideoMic Pro, again, it comes in around the same. I think they're identical in terms of pricing. I think they're around $230. This one requires a battery, and it develops this really nice hot signal going into, for Canon DSLRs, it's great. This one doesn't have a battery, and it creates quite a hot signal as well. And just so to give you a reference, this one, when I was recording, there is no dB pad or anything on here that I know of. I couldn't find one. I didn't see anything in the instructions either. But on the camera, I had this one turned to a -6 on the GH4, and I had the limiter turned on. And the reason I had the limiter turned on is because I've had it turned on for this one just to make it an even playing field, because this one kind of requires it if you get a little bit too loud. Because this one, I've got 0 dB on the back of the Rode VideoMic Pro, and I've got a -12 on the GH4. So I'm trying to keep them pretty comparable. This one I'm having to bring up more in post, and what I'm trying to do is have the Rode VideoMic Pro do the most of the work because of the issue I'm having with the GH4. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Here, I'll be quiet for a second. There's a little bit of digital noise, and the reason I think, talking to Panasonic, is there's like the new brick that goes below the camera, the YAG or YAK, whatever the thing's called. I'm not reviewing it, but they're taking the audio signal around differently through the GH4 because it has to go through the unit and then back up, and for all I know, it's passing right across the processor, and you're getting that digital noise. So I have a feeling there's probably an easy fix, because I'm not hearing any of that digital noise with the Panasonic microphone. So I have a feeling it's a grounding issue. And I'm going to try different connectors to see if I can eliminate this problem. Rode is sending me some adapters. I haven't received them yet. I hope I get them before I have to send the GH4 back. So what I'm going to do now is let's go ahead and we'll switch back to the other microphone. All right, this is the Panasonic microphone, and then I'll switch back to the other one. So now I'm back to the VideoMic Pro. Just talk for a little bit here, and then I'll switch back to the other one. All right, next up what I'm going to do is do an off-axis rejection test. Just see how well it rejects sound off to the sides and the back. Usually you'll hear more right directly behind it, and usually off 90 degrees you'll hear much less. So I'm just going to snap my fingers real easy, and here we go. Oh, this is the Panasonic microphone, by the way. Not the most scientific, and I'll probably be doing some more advanced tests on this later. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to read actually something from my daughter. I found it in the trash can. She's probably going to hate me that I'm reading this, but it was one of her school projects or something. I'm just going to read a sentence and I'll switch back between the two. Sometimes it's nice to have the exact same words when you're reading or comparing microphones. My truck tour of the Southwest was very exciting. There was lots of land rushes, American Indians, dams, canyons, and rebellions. My truck tour of the Southwest was very exciting. There was lots of land rushes, American Indians, dams, canyons, and rebellions. So that's pretty much it. Both these microphones are decent microphones. I wouldn't call them like super high-end microphones that you'd probably pay maybe 5-10 times as much. In my audio background, actually I never dealt with shotgun microphones that much. It was more for live recording and studio recording, so we never used shotguns that much, so I don't have that much experience with them, but these are decent. They do the job. They're probably not as good as like the ones that cost thousands of dollars. So for the money, you guys might be thinking, well, $200 is a lot of money for a microphone. Yeah, it's half of your video. You've got this, you bought all these ND filters, your lenses, your cameras, probably cost thousands of dollars, and you're gonna skimp on the audio. You shouldn't skimp on the audio. At least have one decent, okay shotgun microphone in your kit, and it'll definitely bring your videos up to a new level. So overall, I think they're both decent. I'm gonna listen to them more in post to see which ones I like. Obviously, this one has some advantages because you can pick up natural sounds with it for the stereo input, which is really cool. Which one doesn't. This one also Doesn't require a battery, which is also very cool. This one is also longer, which probably is better for off-axis rejection, which I haven't really tested that thoroughly yet because this is just a quick test. Mostly the reason I got this in was, is there a microphone that works with the GH4? Because this one kind of works, but is a little bit on the noisy side. So this is basically the test I want to do is, if I bought the GH4, do I have an audio solution? And this is actually not that bad. So that's pretty much it. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.